Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Powerpuff Girls leaked script that came out. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, CW was planning to do a live action series of the Powerpuff Girls. Now, the Powerpuff Girls was a series, or was an animated show that came out in the early 2000s. I actually really love Powerpuff Girls. I grew up on Powerpuff Girls. And really am a huge fan of the series. And when CW announced they were going to do a live action series, people were sort of put off. I was kind of mixed about it because I knew that it was going to be garbage from the start because it just seems like CW was kind of following the same trend as Hollywood, where they kind of take something that's like made before, like a property that's made before, and just turn it into something else. And when they do that, it becomes shit. So now we're starting to see more and more news to this show. And they obviously had the cast come out, which I'm not really too big on the cast choices. I think that the cast that they picked is kind of stupid, I think. Not that these actresses are horrible. It's just a weird, it's weird cast choices is the way I look at it. Now for the script got leaked recently, and we're actually going to talk about it. Now, I have not read the entire script. I have not read the entire thing like offhand. I've never really read it. I've seen maybe a couple screenshots of the script, and from what I've seen from other people on YouTube making videos based on their thoughts on the script, it's pretty fucking bad. And I'm going to really kind of express my thoughts on it. So from what I've seen from the screenshots, let's just say that the CW show is not what everybody else expected. It's not what everybody pictured, especially for Pop-Up Girls. Now, everybody that knows the Pop-Up Girls and have seen the series would know that the Pop-Up Girls, the main characters are kids. They're little girls, right? They're little girls that have superpowers. In the live action show, they're teenagers. And the way that CW is depicting in this show, in this live action series, is a lot different as opposed to the cartoon. It's a lot different. So what they're doing is, according to the script, let's just say it was very weird, obscure, and it was very, very sexual, and it was very different from the way that it is in animated form. Like, basically, like, there's talks that they were, like, killing Mojo Jojo, and they were turning Mojo Jojo into a human, which is really fucking weird. There was, like, them talking about sex, them talking about fucking. Like, there was just so much weird shit that they put into the script. I was just like, like, really? Like, it was just hysterical from what I've seen from the screenshots. And again, doesn't surprise me because, CW is one of those networks that it seems like now they can't really seem to make really good shows anymore. And it's not surprising either. Like, I know a lot of people love Vampire Diaries and Gossip Girl, and they really like, they like their other, like, teen drama shows. Like, Riverdale's okay. Like, Riverdale's alright for the most part. I think it's gotten stupider over the past, like, few seasons. Like, the first few seasons were okay. But then I think when it got to, like, season 4 and 5, it just got really stupid, I think, because it was at the point where they already did everything. But the rest of their series, like the DC stuff, I think everybody knows that their shows are already shit too. Like, Batwoman was a failure. Arrow was okay for the most part. I know there's some people that really love Arrow. I know there's some people that really love Flash too. The Flash is okay. The first season was pretty good. The rest of them, I felt was mixed. I know with Superman and Lois, a lot of people really love Superman and Lois. I'm not too big into, like, the CW shows now, especially the DC ones, because I watched Titans. Titans was horrible and everything, but apparently a lot of people really love Superman and Lois, and it turned out that Superman and Lois ended up getting, like, its ratings went down because it went through, like, a big delay, and it's a shame because it actually did pretty well, and it was probably like the one of the only successful shows that was doing well for CW besides Riverdale. I don't know about if Riverdale is helping them with ratings. I don't know yet because I know Riverdale they're still making seasons for it from what I know. But I mean, who knows? I mean, like the problem with CW is obviously they're a network that's funded by Hollywood, and Hollywood right now is in shambles. They obviously can't make anything good anymore. They obviously don't rely on good talent. They obviously don't give a shit about making good content anymore. And that's why we have stuff like this, where they're taking something that was made a long time ago and making it into live action because they can't come up with anything new. They rather recycle properties that were made years ago and make them into live action. And we've seen that happen time and time again with many other things out there. But personally, I mean, this is just an embarrassment. Like I seen the script and I immediately was like just appalled by like how horrible it was written. Like you could tell that the direction that they were taking for this was just horrible. Like it seemed like the guys that were writing it, they didn't even look at the original Pop-Up Girls. They probably were like, you know what? I've never seen the cartoon, but I'll just make it into teenagers because that's what we do with our networks. We're just gonna do that with our shows because that's what people want. We want to see actresses have sex and be like homosexual and everything. It's like I don't understand why they think that's appealing when at the end of the day, like that's not what you want people to watch their show for, especially if it's Pop-Up Girls. Because when people think of Pop-Up Girls, they think of the characters as little girls. They don't think of them as like teenagers because they never were. I mean, that's literally what made Pop-Up Girls successful. It was about little girls that had superpowers, and it was a very good show with really good characters and everything. But honestly, the way I look, but really, my whole entire thoughts on it is, it's not surprising that Hollywood would fuck this up. It's obviously that it's. I mean, it's inevitable considering that they've done this like many times with other properties when they turn them into live action. But I mean, it's Hollywood. Hollywood's in fucking. They're in horrible right now. They're a complete shambles, and it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse as the more stuff comes out, especially by CW. I don't really see CW really making any more shows. I think once Riverdale's done, I think they're just not going to make any more because they're just struggling too. Like they're they're just anyway. So anyway, tell me what you guys' thoughts on this. I would really like to know your thoughts on like the script. If you guys have seen it, have you guys seen it online? Tell me what you guys' thoughts on this. I would really like to know what you guys really think about this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.